Yes, Iceberg's the name.
Hey y'all, this is Portia Teray with Before the Fame featured only on DJiceberg.com. I am kicking it with DillanPonders, Canadian artist. How you doing?
I'm fantastic, my friend. How you doing?
Yeah, I am very good. So let's talk about your
Good.
latest project, Nowhere, Knowhere. So not the regular Nowhere. Concept behind
Yeah.
that.
Well, when it comes to nowhere, it's kind of one of those words that when you think about it, you think that you're not anywhere significant. But when you look at the spelling of the name of the title, it kind of realizes that it creates an awareness. Like, I know where I'm going, I know where I am, and I know where I'm supposed to be. So
Yes.
I love the power of words because depending on how you hear them or how you say them, they can mean different things. And the title "Nowhere" and the concept of nowhere kind of represents the ambiguity. So that's what I was going for with the title.
Okay, I like that. Super dope. How did it feel to be named Double XL's top 10 Canadian artists to watch?
Honestly, it was cool. I mean, it was 100% well deserved. But when it becomes something like my validation, as much as I do love blog support, my validation is not based on blog support. My validation is based on the amount of people who listen and share and talk about my music. So the Double XL shout out was cool, but it wasn't like a big deal. What matters to me is that when I hear that people love my music, you know? Because like blogs aren't the gatekeepers out here. People are the gatekeepers. So the people matter to me more than the blogs. So
Yes.
it was cool, you know?
Super dope. And coming from Double XL, that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, so let's talk about your come up because I know you was homeless just a few years ago, and now
Yeah.
obviously you're not, and you are gaining success pretty fast. How did going through that affect how you look at life now, going through that situation?
It's definitely a very humbling and a very gratifying predicament to be through because being homeless is one thing, but coming out of it on the other side is another. I don't really want being homeless to be a staple of my story because it was my journey. It
Yeah.
was my journey, you know.
Yeah.
Not every musician has to be homeless. Not every musician has to go through a crazy struggle.
Yeah.
That was what I was going through.
Yeah.
And coming out on the other side of it is like, I'm with my best friend today. His name's Castle. We are just talking about how we've come from so many things and we still have so many things to go through. So not being homeless is a cool accolade to get through, but I mean, I'm not complacent in the fact that I have a home and that I'm working now. I'm more excited to see what I can do next.
Right.
So it's kind of like an infinite progression towards everything you know that you deserve. I mean, I have a house now. I live inside my studio. I record every day.
Yeah.
God damn, am I grateful for that.
Yes.
But man, I got so much more to do. I gotta make sure my mom is debt free. I gotta make sure my grandma is there. I gotta make sure my siblings are there. So there's always another level to reach.
That was just one chapter in the life of Dylan Ponders.
Yeah, that was one chapter in the long novel that is this
Yes.
musical journey. You know,
Yes. Okay.
100%.
Okay, so you gained a lot of success as an independent artist. You ever want to be signed eventually? Have you ever considered it, or you want to stay independent?
You know, it's a good question. I genuinely love the whole, not just being independent, but I love what it represents because I own my masters, I own all the royalties. I'm kind of in charge of my creative direction, but I don't think I necessarily want to get signed within the standards that signing comes from because a lot of labels will offer you like $150,000 advance. And then they'll kind of say that they got to own your masters and own the rights to your music, along with that kind of that push towards stardom. And I'm not really going for that, but I rap about it in Nowhere when I say I'm trying to gain leverage. If I have, you know, a label or an offer on the table that fits what I want to go towards, I'll entertain it. But I'm in no way waking up every day hoping that my next drop gets me signed. You know what I'm saying? I wake up every day just ensuring that my next drop is the best thing I can put out. So I'm not really looking to get signed, but if a label wants to come and play my game, then I promise I'll figure
Okay.
out something that works well for me and my family.
Yes, love it. As long as you got a
100%.
plan.
Yeah, Ponders has a plan. You're right about
Yes,
that.
yes. All right. So, who is Dylan Ponder's top 5 favorite artists of all time? No specific order. But if you were like stuck in an island and you could only listen to 5 artists for
Whoa!
the rest of your life, who would those top
You
5
gonna
be?
ask me my top 5?
Yes.
Wow. Fuck me. All right. Well, I'll top Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Uh, number 2, Bob Marley for sure.
Okay.
Uh, man, this is hard, but number 3, I'm gonna have to put Nirvana in there.
Okay.
Number 4, Tupac, 100%.
Okay.
Number 5, myself.
Yes. Love it. All right.
Those are the 5 people that I would listen to for the rest of my life, hands free. I don't want to leave like artists like The Weeknd out and artists like that. But if you're talking about
Love
like
the weekend.
infinite, long-term top
Yeah.
5, that's gonna be my list. But
Yes.
if you're talking about in my sphere right now, The Weeknd, and then me and me.
Yeah, I definitely love the weekend, but your top 5 is a dope list as well. I
Yeah,
fuck with it.
yeah. But that
Yes.
first 5, that's my existential, infinite top 5.
Yes. Okay, so what is next for Dylan Ponders? What's next for you?
Well, what's next is what's now, and what's now is I'm working on my. The Canadian government happened to think that I was worth giving a artist grant to, and in Canada we have a artist grant program called the JSR grant,
Mm-hmm.
which they reward artists a couple raps to ensure that their album gets the traction that it deserves. So my next step is working on the album that the Canadian government is giving me a bit of money towards working for. So I'm working on one of the biggest albums of my career. I'm planning a couple tour dates in Canada and the States. And my what's next for me is what's always for me, which is just making the best music I can make.
Mm-hmm.
It's not I'm not really owned or signed or controlled by any conglomerate or any type of atmosphere that's kind of pushing towards any agenda. I'm just waking up every day and trying to make the best music and best art that I can possibly make. So what's next for me is to continue doing that, which is better than I've been doing it before.
Yes.
You know,
Love it.
there are moves, but the moves that really matter are not ones I can talk about over the phone. You know,
Right.
you're gonna see it in real
Just
life.
gotta wait and see. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
speaking of that, please shout out your social media and all your music platforms so we can stay in touch with you and see
Yeah,
we can get
sure.
the
You're gonna give me
project
an
and everything else
opportunity
that's coming.
to plug myself. I'll plug myself.
Yes.
My name is Dylan Ponders, DILLAN Ponders, PONDERS. You can find me on anything that you use to post photos or create celebrities on. I am on those platforms. You can find me anywhere. I just dropped Nowhere, which is I don't even know what number of mixtape that is that I've dropped, but I just dropped it. Go look it up.
Okay.
It's spelled KNHOWERE.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you, Dylan.
I appreciate you too.